Happy art class! So this is video part 2. We just finished our color wheel and we're going to begin a new lesson. So if you have your color wheel handy and it's nice and dry, bring it out in front of you because we're going to be using it today. Today we are going to be working on a landscape inspired by Alma Thomas, like this painting here. And we are going to go ahead and use our complementary colors as well as our secondary colors. So for this project, I am going to use liquid watercolors, like in my tubes, my same ones that I always get from Daiso. I'm going to use these. If you have tempera paint, you will also be using that. You will be needing some clean water just in case to mix. And then you have your mixing water, okay? This is dirty from our color wheel here. And you will be needing oil pastels or crayons. I have my crayons here. And then your paints and your crayons, your pencil handy. And that is, and a brand new sheet of paper. This is cardstock paper, okay? So go ahead and grab your materials and let's get started. Okay, so here's my color wheel. So very quickly, I want to go over the complementary colors. So the complementary colors are the opposite color of the color of your choice. So if we chose red, you just want to remember Christmas, right? Red and green are complementary colors. So we have red and green. Now, our complementary colors for blue are orange. So, blue and orange are complementary colors. Yellow and purple are also complementary colors. So, you can remember is it the Broncos for these? Lakers for these, and Christmas, right, are complementary colors. So red and green are complementary, purple and yellow, and blue and orange are our complementary colors. Okay, that we'll be needing soon. Okay, but let's take this out of the way. We'll come back to the color wheel later, and we are going to draw with our pencil our landscape. Now, I'm going to use pencil this time. Let's see how well it picks up on camera. And I'm going to be drawing a mountain landscape. If you've had my class, we have done this before with some schools. Not every school has got to Alma Thomas. So we're going to go ahead and draw a step-by-step landscape now. Okay, so make sure you have your pencil, an eraser, a sharpener, anything you might need near you. Okay, so we are going to go ahead. Then remember, this is when we draw up here is our foreground, our middle ground, and our background. Okay, so we're going to begin to draw our river that is going to go to our mountain. So I'm going to begin here in the foreground. And sorry if my shadow's blocking a little bit. And I'm going to start right here midway. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a nice flowy river. Nothing too hard. Right there, curvy line. And then this one's going to just come straight out this way. So I'm going to start with the same length and just go ahead and draw it straight out this way. This is going to be my river. Now I'm going to go back here and I'm actually going to do the end of the land. This will all be some land right here. I'm just going to get this, curve it around, and go straight across. Doesn't have to be perfect since this is a landscape. Landscapes are bumpy and rough, right? We have lots of organic lines, so don't worry about having it straight. And then I'm going to come around here and do the same all the way out to the edge of my paper there. So there's our paper. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and draw in my mountains. So I think I'm going to do like 4, maybe 3. I'm going to kind of go with the flow and see how many mountains I'm going to do. So now I'm going to focus on my background here. So I'm going to start one of my mountains here. And I'm going to do bumpy Rocky Mountains. There's my one mountain. I'm going to have one here behind this one. So this one looks like it's overlapping. I'm not going to go through, right? I'm going to start right here and stay in the back. I'm going to do my another Rocky Mountain. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do another mountain going out this way. So I'm just going to go ahead this way and then like that. Then I have my 3 mountains. I would like to fill in this space right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do another mountain right here. Another Rocky Mountain up and down. Just like so. So then these 2 mountains right here look like they're in the background. This one is still a little bit back of this one. So this one's in the front, right? Okay. So now I want to go ahead and draw. You can make it daytime or nighttime. That is solely up to you. I think I'm going to do daytime. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a big sun right here if I can fit it. Or you can do it coming out from behind the mountain to create a sunset. That is completely up to you. I'm going to go ahead and do my sun right here. I'm just going to freehand a circle right there at the edge of my paper. Don't worry, don't feel free to pause, rewind, go back. Take your time, go at your own pace. Now, I'm going to go in and fill up some little fun rocky details. So my ground is going to be a little rough, so I'm going to go to some lines. I'm going to pretend like there is maybe a mountain or like a hill starting over here. Some more lines going this way. This is my ground, right? So I just want to give it some depth. Here's another Rocky Mountain there. Now on my mountains, I would like to add some texture too. So, and I also want them to give it some like 3-dimension a little bit. So I'm going to do some lines in here. Make it look like my mountains are pretty rocky, bumpy along the edges. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do your best. So I'm pretty happy with the way my piece looks right now. Let's see. So there we are. That's my landscape, and my mountain river landscape. So once you're done with yours, you can go ahead and pause it here, right? Take a look at it. Your lines do not have to be exactly like mine. You're doing your best, and that's enough. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back down. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my crayons. So let me bring in my crayons. Oops, I lost. Okay, so I have my crayons, and I'm gonna choose about 3 or so colors. I'm gonna do green. I'm gonna do this fun. No, I'll do this light purple. What color is this called? Carla always has fun. Oh, look at that. What's the name of this crayon? See if I can get it to focus on here. Oops, sorry. Oh, it doesn't want. Oh, there it is. Purple Mountains Majesty. Oh, what do you know? For my mountains. Let's see what this one's called. Oh, this one's just green. Green. And then, I like this yellow. It's like a mustard yellow. What is it called? Golden. Oh, I can't even see that. It's so tiny. Goldenoid. Goldenrod. Sorry, goldenrod. Goldenrod. Okay, I'm going to choose these 3 colors. I might go back for more. We'll see. So now, I'm going to go ahead and choose my colors. You guys can choose whatever colors you want to. These are just my choice of colors. So I'm going to go ahead and trace my mountains, purple, and I'm going to trace all my lines on my mountain. As best as I can. Take your time. I'm already going a little too fast. I need to slow down a little bit. It's always okay to catch yourself. You know, notice if you're going a little too fast. And slow down. There we go. And then lines right here. There we go. That line's a little bit off, but that's okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and get my yellow, my goldenrod, and I'm going to trace my riverline yellow. Oh, I would love this yellow. There we go. Now I'm gonna trace my sun green. Now this is all about doing fun secondary colors and primary colors and complementary colors and primary colors, sorry, and just having fun with it. So it doesn't have to be, the mountains don't have to be green or brown. The sun doesn't have to be yellow. The river doesn't have to be blue. Like there, you want to do the opposite color. You want to have fun with this. You want it to look abstract. Alma Thomas used a lot of complementary colors and secondary colors, and she did not focus on neutral colors like brown, blacks, whites, beige. She did not focus on those. It was very colorful pieces, even her landscapes. I'll pop up the picture again right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Boop. Okay, cool. So she used lots of color, as you can see. Okay, so let's continue. So I already have my 3 colors. I've already used these, so I'm actually gonna go in for another one so I could trace those lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this nice orange. Oh, look at that fun name, macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna go in with my macaroni and cheese color, and I'm gonna go ahead and trace my lines. Okay, there we go. Traced all my lines. So now the fun begins. Well, it's all fun, right? Okay, I'm gonna keep these crayons to the side just in case I need them. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pop out our color wheel again. Okay, so now you need your color wheel. So let's look at my mountains. I chose purple. What is the complementary purple color to purple? Yellow. So then now I'm going to go ahead and look at my mountains, and I am going to begin to color them purple. Really quickly, I don't see any cool rocky lines on this mountain over here. There we go. I needed a couple lines in there. There we go. So we are going to go ahead and begin to color our mountains yellow, since we outlined it with purple. Again, complementary colors, complementary colored landscape. Okay, I'm gonna whip. Oh, I don't need to wet my brush because I'm using watercolor, and I'm using the same colors since I did my color wheel first, and I came in and now I'm doing my landscape. I still have all my wonderful colors I need. So I'm gonna get my yellow, and I'm gonna go ahead and start to paint in my mountains. Now a little bit goes a long way, so you just gotta spread out your paint. You don't want to keep dipping and dipping over and over again when you still have plenty of paint left. And this is gonna be like a nice wash. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stop my mountain right here. So this is all above is gonna be my mountain. All this below is gonna be my river. And what's cool is about that we did it with crayon, and if you paint right on top of it, your crayon stays in place. Also, this happens with watercolor as well. If you used watercolor, I'm sorry, if you used oil pastels for the line work. Now remember, if you don't have paints at home, or watercolor or tempera, you can go ahead and just color this in with marker or crayons. It will still turn out beautiful. But if you do have watercolors, then you're following right along with me. And if you have tempera paints or acrylic paint, you can just go ahead and mix those with a little bit of water, and it'll give you this nice wash. A wash is where it's diluted, which means we add more water than paint. And it's a very thin liquid with like a pastel color wash, right? Not too dark. Very light color throughout our page. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and look up our complementary color for our river. So our river is actually going to be the opposite of yellow, which is going to be purple. Okay, so my river is yellow, my complementary color is purple. So I'm going to go ahead and color in my river purple. Uh-oh, went a little bit out of the line there. That's okay. I feel like I can add a little bit more water to my purple. It's a little dark. This is a very pigmented purple. I kind of like the light and darker colors there. There we go. Yeah, I like it. It adds a little bit of texture to my piece. Okay. So now, well, let me get some more edges right here. A little bit of more work. There we go. And now we're gonna go ahead and orange. Get our color wheel and look up. Our complementary color is blue. So we're gonna go ahead and color all of our land blue. Okay, let me wash my brush. Let me get a bigger brush for the land. Get some more blue. My blue's a little dark too, so I think I'm gonna make it a little bit lighter. Add some water in there. Okay, I'm gonna get my blue, and I'm gonna go ahead and color in my land all blue. And there are my orange lines staying perfectly in place. There we go. And my awesome blue. And then we're gonna go on this side and do this side blue as well. It's my land. See, and I'm dragging out the paint as far as it can go. we go. I have my land and both of them done. And so now I actually want to go ahead and now focus on my sun. So my sun is outlined green, so I had to do my complementary color, which is red. Green to red, complementary color. So let me wash my brush. Get my red and go ahead and color in my sun. I'm doing the complementary colors to our outlines. Ooh, I like that. Nice bright red sun. Okay, now I'm going to focus on my sky. So there was no outline to the sky, so you can choose whichever color you like for your sky. I am going to choose green since I haven't used green yet. And so here we go. I also didn't use orange, but I chose green. I think since it's a complementary color of red, it will make that sun really pop in the sky. That's my hope. There we go. And just a little note that if I'm ever doing my videos, you might hear my kiddo in the background. That's okay. All of our houses are a little noisy these days, huh? With everybody being home. There we go. And then spread out the paint. If there's any little puddles, you gotta spread it out. It dries a lot faster if we spread it out. Get my little corner over here. And what's cool about when you paint or when you color it the whole entire page, you can always cover those little edges that you went a little out of line with. Always color them. All right, there we are, looking bright and fun. So our outline, we used our complementary colors, and now without diluting my watercolors, I am going to I'm going to paint. If you are having crayons or markers, you are going to draw little dashes all around your piece, similar to how Alma Thomas did it, but you're going to go with your own personal flow. Now for this part, I'm going to use this brush. Oh, where am I? There you go. This pointed brush. It'll be easy to get my little dashes in there. Nothing too big, or your dashes won't come out quite as well if you're using paint, of course. If you're using marker or crayon, you can just go for it. Okay, so I'm going to use my palette again, and I'm going to choose my 3 colors. I'm going to go with red. And I'm going to do my complementary colors again on top of my colors. So I'm going to go with red for my sky. Now, this is what my watercolor looks like. And also probably your acrylic or tempera looks something like this. Like a little bit of a paste. And I'm not going to mix water with it this time. Oops. That's why I have my tablecloth. Here we go. We're not going to dilute it with water. Now I'm going to focus on that sky because my complementary color to green is red. So I'll focus on my sky. Let me just move the camera a little bit so you guys can see here. Okay, let's go in a little close so you guys can see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just do little dash lines. Maybe like little rectangles. All along here. You want them close together. And throughout your piece. So as you can see, this is going to take a while. So make sure that you're patient. Art takes time, it takes patience. Okay, let me go zoom back out. Okay. And let me get it just right here. Okay. I'm gonna get some more of my paint. And I'm just gonna keep going. You can do them closer together, bigger. You can try to go for the same size. You can go for a pattern. It's up to you. You are your own artist. I'm just kind of doing these organic brush strokes throughout. I'm trying to keep them consistent, which means the same throughout. But sometimes that doesn't happen. And I do have patience. But sometimes I just want to see the end result, right? But we gotta take our time, slow down. This is a good time to practice some meditation, taking all of our thoughts out of our mind, relaxing with our breath. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. A lot of fun. Okay, I'll go to the corner here. Here we go. And you don't want to push too hard, and you do want to pause and take breaks because it does get tiring, a piece like this. You want to like roll out your hands, shake your fingers, get some exercises. So there's my sky. And you're just going to continue this throughout using your complementary colors. Okay, let me show you. Let's do one more. So our complementary color to red is green, right? So let me get out my green. Okay. And remember, we are not going to dilute it. It's going to have that paste. Uh-oh. That pasty right here. Oh, hopefully that water does not blend too much with my paste because I need it to be a paste, right? I washed my brush already because I am just going to use the same brush throughout because I really like this brush. Okay, and I'm going to focus on my sun now. I'm just going to go ahead and do those little dashes throughout my sun. I kind of like to do lines. Rows, right? Rows of lines. Cool. Now I'm going to do my yellow. So what's the complementary color to yellow? Green. Just kidding. What's our complementary color to yellow? Purple. So I'm going to get my purple. Once again, without mixing it. Ooh, running out of purple. Washing my brush. Squeezing out the extra water. Going ahead and getting my non-mixed purple, right? And I have a lot of mountains, so I will be needing a lot of purple. So hopefully I don't run out. So I'm going to do my lines a little bit bigger in the mountain. Now you can go straight over your line work, or you can not and then go around it like that so you can see your lines. That is up to you. And this is your piece, so go with the flow. Some of my lines are getting a little thinner now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that throughout the mountain. But then I'm going to stop. So I'm going to continue purple all throughout my mountains. Then my blue, I'm going to wash my brush. And what's my complementary color to my blue? Orange, right? Let's just keep going with the mountains. Just gonna finish this one up here. There we go. Now I'm going to pause on that and I'll continue that in a minute. Now, complementary color to blue is orange. Oh, that's not orange. But vermilion is it going to have to work. Oh, actually I have my orange here, but it's a little watery, but I'm gonna try to use it. Let's see how it looks. Oh, that's good. But because it's mixed with water, it might bleed out just a little bit more than the rest of my paints, but that's okay because I don't want to waste my paints. I want to use them all up. I'm going to go ahead and do that throughout my ocean, right? All the way through. Do not stop until the whole thing is filled up. Now, my river is purple. So the opposite color of purple is yellow. If you forget, you can always refer back to your outline, right? Or your color wheel. I'm gonna get my yellow paint here. I'll make sure my brush is washed. Uh-oh. Get my yellow. Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do my dash lines here. There we go. And I'm going to do that throughout my piece. And my whole river. Just keep going with it. There we go. Now yellow won't pop out as much as all the other colors. But let's go ahead and take a look. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this video and come back once my entire thing is filled up. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so this is a piece finished. Filled it all up. You can do your lines a lot closer than mine, bigger than mine. It's up to you. But your amazing complementary colors landscape is done. You did a wonderful job. Look at how pretty. Frame this piece, please. Maybe give it to mom for Mother's Day. Or any loved ones that have cared for you. It's beautiful. Beautiful piece. Okay, you guys, that's it for this class. But before we go, I would like to say the affirmation of the day. Drum roll, please. Our affirmation of the day is everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Remember, these affirmations are for you to tell yourself to keep in that positive mindset. To stay positive, because our thoughts become what we are, right? So we want to be positive, and everybody thinks negative. Everybody has those thoughts, but it's about fighting them and letting the positive win. So remember, everything will be okay. All right, class, you guys were awesome. See you soon.